Welcome to Stamford Top News. Chelsea have reportedly completed one of the biggest transfer moves of the summer by signing Aston Villa star Morgan Rogers, and the football world is already buzzing with reactions. While fans are celebrating what could be a game-changing addition, Chelsea legend John Terry and outspoken football pundit Simon Jordan have both shared views that have sparked massive debate across. But what does this transfer really mean for Chelsea under Xabi Alonso? And could Morgan Rogers become the next superstar at Stamford Bridge?
Chelsea have, though, John, signed Morgan Rogers. 117 million for Morgan Rogers. Does that make sense to you?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Piers. It's circular money. I mean, the big thing is not the transfer fees because they go on your balance sheet and they depreciate over a period of your contract, right? And if you flip a player out halfway through his contract, you can still make a kind of profit. It's the wages that you need to be concerned about. So I've lost my sort of rancor and agitation, probably because I don't have to write checks anymore, about transfer fees. Because I just think there's circular money. Is anybody worth £100 million? Is Tom Cruise worth £100 million to make a film? I guess beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Chelsea can pay seemingly with impunity or any sort of governance, whatever they seem to want for players. And it's difficult to argue that a player like Elliot Anderson is worth 116 million quid. It's difficult to argue that this kid is worth 115 million, Morgan Rogers. By that logic, you've got to be paying 250 million quid for Erling Haaland, haven't you?
Arsenal was supposedly in for Morgan Rogers and we're nearly getting it over the line, blah, blah, blah. Suddenly we wake up and Chelsea have done it, but they've done it for this gigantic sum for a guy who wasn't starting really for England. Certainly not a first choice, I don't think. You know, what do you feel about that? I mean, obviously he's gone to Chelsea. He's a good player. But with that and the Elliot Anderson transfer, can you get your head around the numbers?
The numbers are inflated. That's not the player's issue for me. He's obviously joined a club that's got the potential of winning the Champions League and has history of winning the Champions League. So hence he's gone for us rather than the red side of London, Piers. But listen, to be honest, if you're him, you would have probably gone Arsenal. So the numbers must have been pretty big. But I'm excited to have him. I think he's a good player. I think he's going to give us better than what we've got at the moment. I think he's a good addition to the squad. And I'm actually excited to see him.
Let's break it all down. Morgan Rogers enjoyed an outstanding season with Aston Villa, establishing himself as one of the Premier League's most exciting young attackers. His pace, strength, dribbling ability, creativity, and eye for goal made him a nightmare for defenders. At just a young age, Rogers has already shown that he can perform consistently against England's biggest clubs. Chelsea have been searching for players capable of bringing direct attacking football and versatility, and Rogers fits that profile perfectly. He can play on either wing, as an attacking midfielder, or even as a second striker, making him an ideal player for Xabi Alonso's tactical system. Chelsea legend John Terry is believed to be delighted by the club's ambition. Although there are no verified public quotes from Terry specifically praising the signing at the time of writing, many supporters believe the former captain would appreciate the club investing in young Premier League proven talent rather than taking unnecessary risks on untested players. Throughout his career, Terry has consistently spoken about the importance of players understanding the demands of English football. Morgan Rogers has already proven he can handle the intensity of the Premier League, making him a safer investment than many overseas talents. If Rogers continues his current development, Chelsea could have secured one of England's brightest attacking stars for years to come. On the other hand, Simon Jordan has often taken a more cautious approach whenever clubs spend huge sums in the transfer market. While there are no confirmed comments from Jordan specifically about Chelsea signing Morgan Rogers, his previous opinions suggest he would likely question whether the transfer fee represents good value and whether Chelsea can finally build a balanced squad after years of heavy spending. Jordan has regularly argued that success isn't determined by spending money alone. Instead, he believes recruitment must be supported by strong coaching, tactical discipline, and long-term planning. In many ways, that challenge now falls to Xabi Alonso. The Spanish manager has already impressed Chelsea supporters with his tactical ideas, demanding training sessions, and commitment to developing young players. Morgan Rogers appears to fit exactly the type of footballer Alonso wants, Energetic, technically gifted, hard-working, and fearless in one-on-one situations. One of Rodgers' biggest strengths is his versatility. Modern football requires players who can adapt during matches, and Rodgers has shown he is comfortable playing across multiple attacking positions. That flexibility gives Chelsea several tactical options throughout the season. Supporters are already imagining exciting partnerships involving Rodgers alongside Chelsea's other young stars. His ability to drive forward with the ball, create chances, and press aggressively could transform Chelsea's attack into one of the most dangerous in Europe. However, expectations will also be enormous. Whenever Chelsea spend big money, supporters expect immediate results. The pressure at Stamford Bridge is unlike almost anywhere else in football. Every performance is analyzed, every mistake is criticized, and every signing is expected to deliver trophies. Morgan Rodgers will need time to adapt to those expectations, even though he already has Premier League experience. For Chelsea fans, though, there is every reason to be optimistic. The club appears to be building a squad capable of competing for the Premier League title and returning to the top of European football. If Rodgers continues improving under Xabi Alonso's coaching, he could become one of the league's most exciting players over the next few seasons. Only time will reveal whether this transfer becomes one of Chelsea's greatest signings or simply another expensive gamble. One thing is certain. Football fans around the world will be watching every Morgan Rodgers performance in a Chelsea shirt. What do you think? Is Morgan Rodgers worth the reported transfer fee? Can he become Chelsea's next superstar? And whose opinion do you agree with more, John Terry's likely enthusiasm for investing in proven young talent, or Simon Jordan's long-standing caution about big money transfers? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to Stamford Talk News, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the latest Chelsea transfer news. Breaking updates.